Hello. So we are heading into the Pisces season on Thursday. This is in tarot. It is assigned to the Moon card. The Moon talks about all about our subconscious and a lot of our emotional triggers and how we look our perspectives. The Moon is talk about secrets, but the secrets is a little bit like a shadows around us. We create our own shadows and we put them into our subconscious. When I was meditating this morning for this card, it's they kept telling me, or they showed me what's above, what's as above, so below. And this is about, if when we're talking about subconscious, it comes out as what is around you is actually what is also below in your subconscious level. So what we create around us, we also, it's coming from the below, okay? It's coming from our subconscious. So the Moon card is really talking about now at this point of in our environment, the Moon card will bring out the secrets and any type of secrets, any kind of a secrecy around you, you will start to look at the life a little different perspective. Things would have resonated with you before, you can kind of find out that they're actually false. Things which you would have thought would be true as coming out now as betrayal or false as well. So, but the Moon card is also saying that because we're looking at a very personal level, it's like, when have you actually created those truths in your life, in your subconscious level, and why you have done that. So this is the Moon card coming in as really illuminating of some kind of emotional baggages or emotional triggers in our subconscious level. Why I'm talking about emotional level? Because of the Pisces, and Pisces is ocean of emotions. There's a lot of water. There is like, if you look in our emotional body, it can be like a whole lot of like this big wavy, big sea. But to kind of to get it together, not to get too much overwhelmed about it, we just have to kind of get it a bit of narrow it into this kind of a narrow stream instead, so we can kind of gather it together. So this is where we might see a lot of emotional triggers happening during the Pisces season. That's quite normal, but we're looking at it more into it and of each sign, and I'm going to bring the astrology into it as well. So these are readings they might resonate for some, might resonate to others, because these are general readings. If it is not your reading, just pass it on, leave it be, as it might not resonate for you, but someone else will pick it up and it is for them. So just not being mean, okay? Anyways, so we're starting with the water signs and we'll get into it. Now, Libra, let's see what we have for you here. I'm just going to get some. Whew. So overall energy for the airs were a stock energy. So we'll see. Even so, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. It could be that your moon stock energy, regardless. So let's see for Libra. Can I get overall energy? That's too many. Can you get overall energy for Libra? I'm going to pull, if the cards are coming out in reverse, I'm going to read it out from the book, so you know. No, too many. Thank you very much. Can we just get, I don't know. Come on. Okay, we have professional assistant people. Okay, there is definitely some type of a personality at professional level who you might not like that much. I do sense a conflict here, but I'm going to read it out from the book and we clarify with tarot. There could be like a letdown that you nearly have to chase down people to get, like let's say they promise you to call back and they never do. And you have to kind of nearly chase them down, and when you call them, they're kind of going like, oh, but I haven't oh, I haven't had a time to kind of deal with this. So you kind of go back like, okay, fine, I'll give you a call in 2 days time, and you go 2 days time, they still don't call you back. So there could be like this delays happening. Now this is going to have, we have a Mercury retrograde, and this is kind of pretty okay to happen for a little while longer, okay? It's another 2 weeks after the shadow period after Mercury retrograde, so, or 10 days. So then we get another card for, okay, and we have Deception, Events in Reverse. This card, straight away I see that you could be, because of this as well, and it comes in out in reverse, you might be seeing a kind of ghost. It's not, it's shadows. It's not this, while they behave like that, they kind of keep forgetting and keeping flogging you off, then you're kind of starting to overthink this a little bit and thinking that it's to do with, they're trying to deceive me. So you're working with your shadows this month, okay, of kind of trying not to see shadows where there isn't any, because these shadows are created by your own insecurities of what you're doing, okay? It could be, like I'm saying, I don't really feel a love relationship mess here, but I also said like the overall energy for air signs were that stock energy. So there could be a bit of a blockages, and the blockages are for each side are different. And for you could be that you're just kind of, you're going to be working with your shadow side, where your insecurities are creating a shadow, or your fears are creating a shadow, but it's not actually there. So you're kind of working with that. Again, it's just kind of comes out, it's nothing personal, and you need to work that it's nothing personal, okay? You Libras are way too close, like Aquarius is way too close for Pisces, and can be overly emotional if they want to, or like rather they feel so much that they can't put it into words, and then you can be very withdrawn in a lot of ways because you're so close to Scorpio. So I'm going to read out these two in reverse from the book, just to kind of have a better understanding of that. So we start with people. This card reversed uncovers a complex or serious situation where you could really use some help. You may have been aware of the need for some time, yet you've been trying to ignore the problem or solve it all by yourself. You feel alone, facing stress that's overwhelming, but you don't have to fix everything yourself. Let the universe provide the help you need. This is very important, so explore your options regarding professional help. If you're already receiving assistance but it doesn't seem to be working out, express your concerns to the person you're working with. Clarify your needs. You have the right to ask for and get the professional help you're looking for, even if it means looking for different experts. So if you keep logging off, second opinion is always a great way to move forward. And the deception reverse brings an encouraging message of resolution, one that's in your favor. Whatever may have been going on, the hostile energies around you are on the wane. The people involved are changing their attitudes and behaviors, or leaving the picture entirely. No matter how you feel about this difficult experience, you will have the upper hand in the resolution. You may even have a sense of vindication as things play out. Maintain your sense of self-trust through this and any difficult experience. Life may have its ups and downs, and people can be disappointing, but always remember you're the power center of your eternal destiny. So like I'm saying, if you are starting to dwell too much of the lack of happening, the bigger the shadows and bigger the anxiety will come. So you have to really work on standing in your truth. And like I said, clearing those shadows away, because we're talking about the moon energy. Okay, so moon energy is like we're talking about what's above is what's above, as above so below. So anything what is above, maybe you're too nice and you're kind of feeling that you're being used, then just eliminate that shadow. See why you would really feel that way. And yeah, if they're just maybe not up to the task, so you can find someone else to do the deed. but there will be delays in your environment, okay? So let's clarify this. Professional assistance with tarot, please. What am I doing? Yeah, there is this is coming as advice straight away. What I see is you have options, okay? It might not be too much, but you don't have to stay stuck in that environment just because this seems to be the only person who is highly recommended in that kind of category of whatever professional assistance you do need. We also have a 7 of Wands. So this does kind of say that you need to have your guard up, okay? You need to be on top of the things and not letting things too much slide. So if you need to do 3 phone calls every day or ring them up every day, do, okay? With a 7 of, there is a lot of kind of defensiveness. You need to fight to get what you want. And we also have 10 of Wands. Like I'm saying, this is like working on your own, trying to take on too much. But this kind of says like, if you need to get this moving, very strongly work related. Don't get too comfortable just owning this one person and trying to help you. Put your fingers in a lot of pots at the time, get a lot of second opinions to kind of find the solution. I do sense you will get the solution, but it will be like a hard work. By end of the moon season, you will have the solution, and you probably will be feel a little bit worn out and abused. Just see what kind of lesson comes out of it. What have you learned from this experience, okay? So let's clarify the deception in reverse. The deception card in reverse is not a bad card, but I do sense, let's see anyways. We have the Chariot in reverse. So yeah, to have a full control of your environment, you need to learn how to look past of any kind of blocks in a lot of ways. Any kind of roadblocks, okay? I do sense because you don't have a full control of the situation, this is the lesson where you need to start to take full control of your situation, okay? This is the time when you need to move past of any kind of a shadow work of yourself and take a charge, okay? If you kind of continuously let other people to judge or to kind of put you on a back battle full all the time, you would be pushed around all the time, okay? So, and then you kind of feel like a bit of victimized. So this is a time when you need to kind of take charge of your own environment, your work, home environment, okay? So can we have anything else? And this one coming out, the Magician, yeah. This is created by yourself. If you want, this kind of comes out, if you want what you want, move forward, okay? You could be dealing with the Cancerian, but you also could be dealing with the moon. Yeah, you're shifting things from you could be dealing with Cancerian, you could be dealing with Gemini. Even so, the Magician is a bit of a kind of a funny card here. It kind of moves between your own energy, Libra, and it moves to Gemini. But it's also to do with, it could be to do with Pisces. But this, like this deception kind of thing, like I said about the shadow work, to go past and take a charge of your environment and your manifestation, what you desire, and balance out all the energies within your own body, you need to go a deep 12 into your subconscious level and see why would you have those shadows there. We also have Page of Pentacles. So this is a card of a new growth. This is a card of showing us that going within your subconscious level, you dissolve this situation. You have a lesson to learn, Libra, how to put your own, how to put your authority in your professional life. How people would start to take you actually seriously rather than using your good will. So if you're continuously the one who will be rang at on your day off to cover someone else's shift, maybe it's time to say no. And when they get all hissy-fissy about it, maybe it's time to kind of say, look, if you don't respect my time off, I have to leave. I have to put my own personal needs first. And you might be seeing this kind of a shadows there, that how they're bitching about it and talking about you in the behind the back, and trying to get people against you. If you shine your light and show what you're actually made of, that will all shine through this kind of a situation. That's not going to last. And if it means that you have to leave your work or change your provider on certain kind of perceptions, then you more likely are better off, because there is something better for you. Okay, so let's get a bit of advice. And diligence. See the bigger picture? There is more opportunities out there for you. There's more. It's not like it could be looking at very small and narrow window where you're working at, but there's actually much bigger and better opportunities and options for you. In some reason, I have a feeling about Virgo season being very significant for you this year.
Can I get Trixie pepperoni?
No, you can't. Sorry about this. And we have the light. Okay, this comes in as an advice of, just remember that when you go through this, you get what you wanted, what you desired. The desired outcome will be there, and you will be delighted. It's much better than you have actually thought about it. But you have to keep that positive mindset and go past those shadows to reach to it. It's like, what I kind of go through is like, if you ever have a baby, you go through the labor. The labor is so hard, it's so painful, but it can be over within a blink of an eye, and you get this fresh, new, juicy baby in your lap, and you're like, what, babe? What? You're gonna just get such a baby boom, or this baby, like, it's just glow straight away. It's kind of the same way. I know it's a very bad example, talking about work, but it's more like you might be struggling a bit. You need to be able to see you past your shadows of worrying about what others would be thinking or saying. Some of you would be dealing with like friends and asking services from their friends, and that's not going to according to the plan, and you kind of gonna go like, you have to sit down and have a hard conversation with your friends and you and ended up getting a service from somewhere else, and that's okay too. But it's just like, you will get to keep, I think, like, if you're kind of worried about in between that you're gonna fall out with your friends, have this hard conversation, and you might get a good service, and you can keep your friendship, and everything will be kind of a fine. But you kind of, it's like a subconscious level of a lesson to learn here. Now, I wish I would have you better news. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to chat to you soon. Bye.